A second wave of global climate strikes has kicked off in New Zealand. The protests are inspired by Swedish teen activist Greta Thunberg, who made an impassioned speech to world leaders at the UN General Assembly this week.
More strikes are planned throughout Asia and Europe, culminating in a rally in Montreal, Canada, where Ms. Thunberg is scheduled to speak. Tens of thousands of students gathered for marches across New Zealand.
One of the largest protests was in the capital, Wellington. 40,000 young people in school uniforms marched to the parliament to deliver a petition, calling on the government to declare a climate emergency.
In South Korea, hundreds of students boycotted their classes and marched towards the presidential Blue House in Seoul. Many held placards and shouted slogans demanding that leaders put a stop to climate change.
탄소 배출을 엄청난 양을 배출하면서 발전을 해왔지만 우리나라는 그 피해는 고스란히 가장 가난하고 세계에서 가장 약한 이들한테 돌아가고 있어요. 그래서 저는 기후 악당 국가 대한민국의 청소년이라는 게 너무 부끄럽고 앞으로는 우리나라에 사는 게 자랑스러워졌으면 좋겠습니다. 전 세계 지도자들 그리고 우리나라 정부에 청소년들의 미래를 가지고 도박을 하지 말라. 그리고 우리의 미래가 본인들의 손에 달려 있다. 책임감을 가져라고 말하고 싶습니다.
In India, students rallied in front of the Central Secretariat in New Delhi. Meanwhile, an 11-year-old climate activist has returned to Delhi after visiting New York during the UN General Assembly.
Radhima Pandey was among 16 young people, including Greta Thunberg, who filed a complaint at the UN accusing countries of inaction on climate change.
I have taken this issue to my government, to the court in my country, but they didn't give me justice, so I wanted justice. And I think that if we will take this matter at global level, so I think that the global leaders will not ignore us.
This latest round of protests builds on last week's strike that saw millions of people across the world marching for the environment. It was timed to coincide with the UN Climate Action Summit in New York.